Hey everyone, the numbers are in for Majestic Beach in Panama City Beach for the third quarter of 2024. I'm Craig Duran with the Duran Group over at Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. I want to go through what I'm seeing in the market for the third quarter, go through where I think prices are headed in Majestic Beach. I think that's extremely important and probably pretty critical right now for a lot of owners. First of all, I'm excited to share something with you that I've had in the past that we finally have access to again. A lot of you have used this already. It's an RE alert system. Essentially, if you sign up for this, no charge, no obligation or anything. It's just a free service we offer because I like the accuracy. But this system will send you an email anytime a unit comes up for sale in Majestic Beach, changes price, goes under contract or pending. Most importantly, when one sells, and it will sell and show you the accurate sales price, not what your friends said they sold it for, the actual sales price. This is the best way in 21 years of selling real estate. This is the best way, the most accurate way I've seen for owners to keep up with pricing. A lot of software is made for the benefit of the real estate agent and is meant to sort of keep information away from buyers and sellers a little bit. This gives you access to the accurate sold pricing. So if you'd like to be set up for this, shoot me a text to 850-290-0417 and just type Majestic Beach. I'll get you set up. Again, there's no charge for this. There's no obligation for me. You can set the system up to receive information as it happens. So anytime one of those statuses happens in Majestic Beach, you'll get a note, or you can have it once a week, once every 2 weeks, once a month, if you just want to keep up with it here and there. It looks like this. You wouldn't have all of this over here. This is for stuff for the agent. You would have these panels, and it looks like show you if there's a price adjustment. It'll show you the amount and the percentage. If it's new to the market, it puts it in a yellow banner. Again, here's some price adjustments. Most of those are down right now. You'll also, if something's back on the market, it'll go back like that. We'll also put up a red banner when something's sold. I think it's yellow when it's pending. And the sold price, again, comes straight from our system, very accurate. So again, I didn't have access to this for a while. We've signed up for it ourselves now. It's a little expensive, but it's well worth it. A lot of people want this. If you're on the list to be set up again, be a little patient with me. We're just launching this in the next day or two. I have a lot of people that want to be in this. It's going to take me probably weeks to get through all of the people that want this. So if you want to be added to the list, let me know. I'll certainly get you added. So as far as the market goes, first of all, looking at the overall Gulf front market, remember my spiel, 5 or 6 months of inventory represents a neutral, balanced market in real estate. This months of inventory number is something we've used for decades in real estate to help us keep track of how hot or cold a market is. March of 2023, we were at 1.37 months of inventory, means things were happening very, very fast. We've moved up to 15.24 months of inventory. Theoretically, that means it's going to take us 15 months to sell all the condos for sale in Panama City Beach that are only in the newer buildings, because that's the search I did. And only if nothing else comes up for sale in that 15 months. That's the pace of sales right now. Very, very slow. In the third quarter, these 3 dots here, we did see some improvement in the third quarter, but don't get too excited about it yet, because we went from an obscenely high 32 months of inventory, meaning it would almost take us 3 years to sell out, back down to 15 months. But again, if you look at the bigger picture here, you can see even from 5 months ago, when we were at 5.5 months of inventory, we've moved to 15.24 months of inventory. There are a few things happening here. And again, like I mentioned in the mailer, if you saw that, there's 2 ways that this, I think the market can head. But which I'll tell you that right at the end. But higher costs, higher association fees, higher insurance costs, assessments from these structural integrity reserve studies, higher borrowing costs are all making condo ownership much more expensive, and rental revenues haven't kept up with that. So if you think about it, think about when you were buying a condo, what were the questions that you asked besides, looking at the unit and looking at the pretty view? What are my HOA fees? What's the rental income? Those numbers are both worse for buyers right now than they were a couple years ago. That's the challenge. That's part of the challenge with why we're so slow right now. If you look at Majestic specifically, and I do a search for third quarter of units sold, you get zero. No units sold in a 3-month period in the third quarter of this year. If we look at what's under contract right now, there are only 2 units for pending. Tower 2, 1307, asking price is $474,900. It is pending. Unit 902, Tower 1, asking price $845 is also pending. If you look at another way, if you look at what was expired or off the market, meaning an owner tried to sell and took it off the market, 4 units have come off of the market. And if you look at what's for sale, we have 10 units for sale, which isn't a huge number considering all the different all the different floor plans at Majestic. That's not oversaturated. So if you are selling and want to get ahead of more potential market depreciation, this is not a bad time. One of the efficiencies is for sale for $358. One of the 1-bedroom 2 baths is for sale for $409. And then a few of the 1-bedroom 1 baths are sale from $430 to $439. Another 1-bedroom 2 bath at $450. A 2-bedroom at $525. A couple of 3-2s at $689 and $812. And then an end unit 4-bedroom at $943, $775. So if you look at pricing, and what I want people to make sure they understand about making decisions going forward, we see depreciation in the market. In March of 2023, the average sales price for a condo in Panama City Beach was $599 and some change. It's now $482. If you look at the median price in that same period of time, we went from $576 down to $449. In order for the market to get substantially better and stop some depreciation, we're going to have to stop and find a bottom before we start to see any kind of appreciation going in the other direction. So something different is going to have to happen. Otherwise, we're going to see that continue. So if you own a condo and you're trying to if you're thinking about selling it sometime soon, the idea of waiting until spring could be some bad advice, because if we're still trickling down in price, you could be worth even less. Condo prices can move very quickly in a condo building once they have sales. Right now, our sales are very, very slow, almost like gears are trying to turn and can't quite get turning. Once sales speed up, it's very possible that we see a little more depreciation, that more deals are getting put together. Sellers are going to say, yes, sell me, I'll reduce my price. That's going to pull the market down some more. With that 15 months of inventory number, that's very, very real possibility. We could still see more depreciation before we find a bottom, and then something's going to have to change to get going the other way. That takes time in real estate. That's not like a tech stock in the stock market that can move very quickly. We could be talking about a number of years to work through this. Think about the last hot market we saw before 2020. It was 2004 and 5. 2008-9 crash. It took time to sort of find a bottom and appreciate very slowly for a number of years. 2020, 2021, we skyrocketed. It's very, and cycles are very, I wouldn't say predictable necessarily, but we have a history of real estate markets being cyclical. So we could still get worse before we get better. A short version, think about liquidating before your value goes down further. Or at least if you're going to keep it for some time, just make a plan that in order to be better financially, you may need to hold it for a number of years before you're in similar pricing structure, similar environment. There are a lot of exciting things coming to Panama City Beach. 87-acre hospital, Top Golf, Dolly Parton thing, all close down by Pier Park, which will probably help that market a little first and then expand from there. So it just could take some time. I'm excited about Panama City Beach real estate long term. 3, 4, 5 years from now, I think buyers are going to have a very different lens and be really excited about it. For owners, I worry that we still could see a little depreciation before we get better. Again, best way to keep up with that I know of is that e-alert system I told you about. If you want to sign up, it's free. There's no obligation for me. I hate emails, so this is an automated email from you. I'm not anyone that spams you to death. I have enough email as it is. Excuse me. So if you'd like to sign up for that, text me 850-290-0417, type Majestic Beach, and I'll set you up. And I can set you up for the whole building or just your floor plan. If you just want to track efficiencies or 4 bedrooms or whatever, you can do that. So I hope this helps. We'll be back at the right after the first of the year, 2025. I can't believe I'm saying that already, but we'll have more information for you wrapping up the fourth quarter and really the year in review for 2023. So keep an eye on the webpage. Of course, if you're in our e-alert system, you'll get emailed the video also. Hope you're doing well. Enjoy the rest of the year.